The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. From way up at the 23. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now Prescott, 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 380. 72. Check three. 72.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards.
They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On third down, it's Jones. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Switch! Check! Help him! He's coming! We got double up!
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Made by Jalen Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third.
Check 13! Watch the twitch! Tighten up!
This is Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
A loss of 2 yards. It's fourth down.
I know you felt that one. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. So don't say nothing.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Loss brings up 3rd and 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 15. Check Alabama. Check out read. Hey, alert 3.
They'll run it with Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, here's Fournette, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now, the objective there, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Get off the field. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, Paul.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott flushed out right, and that's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. A 1st down carry by Elliott. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
7. Greg Zuerlein.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now Brady.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From midfield, here's Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Check, Mike. Hey, go 66. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. 150.
Back to throw. Brady. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Today's final score, Buccaneers 15.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Heinz Field.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, McFarland. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Devin White on
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
He dumps this off underneath to McFarland.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, McFarland. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. from 17 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll throw right away.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Wait, 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
No. He's crossing. Wait for the end.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work get back to base.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Second down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On second down, it's Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
And it's third down.
On third and long, it's Brady. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Stephon Tuitt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
Johnson.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 22, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
For Scotty Miller. Incomplete. It's 3rd.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series. And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
11 more on that one and another first down.
First down.
Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
They run again with Logan. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
4th down.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Tampa Bay.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 21-0.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
On 1st down, Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking downfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44th.